Gordon's got the ground game. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They will be led out by their veteran quarterback now in his 16th season from NC State, Phillip Rivers.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
I have to admit, I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add something extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass receiving to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. Did all of that, that turned him into a first-rounder, and now a front-line NFL back.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete, Henry. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. To the air again here, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
390. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Now they go screen, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Rivers. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Returning, it's Benjamin. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Allen's got it complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgler.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 38, Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
You got nothing. 57's Mike.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Definitely belong.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. 15-yard. It's on the play, 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Their first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Trubisky completes it to Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
12 yards there and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
He's crossing.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rivers on first down. Gets it to Gordon. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run forward with Davis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard camp. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 12 yards there and a first down. A first down carry for Davis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
Hey, Alpha!
Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the... as his guys are back within a single score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He completes it to Henry, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They begin with a run by Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in. It's caught inside the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Again, it's Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll toss to Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play fake. Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
Hey, bro, 80.
On first down, it's Gordon. Hakeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Wait, 89.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Trubisky.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. Desmond King there on the coverage. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Trubisky to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away.